from Korea. Hello, guys. But before we get there, let's start right away. We're in Germany. Today, I am going to Korea by myself for the first time ever. It's time to say goodbye to my parents, and off we go. Well, the thing is, I thought, what could go wrong, right? I was like, I'm a little bit excited and also a little bit scared because it's Asia for the first time, but it started with a problem right away. So my flight was delayed over 45 minutes. So I had to get my connecting flight to Beijing, and I just had 1 hour for this. So I was like, what the hell? How can I get it? So I asked this nice Lufthansa person if I can sit like front row, and it actually worked out. So I landed in Munich, but can I get my flight to Beijing? So I was running so fast. My heartbeat was like 140. I thought I'm dying. But guys, I did it. So let's drink something first. But if you know me, I usually don't drink alcohol that much, but the person I was sitting next to was so much fun. He was on the way to Beijing. He was Chinese and half Italian, which was crazy mix, I guess. But since there were so many Asians on the airplane, they really cared about their health and everyone was standing up. I never saw so many people standing up, but we were like, okay, let's do this. Let's not get thrombosis. Also, he was a doctor, and we did some activity in the flight. We talked for 9 hours, didn't sleep. There was someone coming. Well, I was embarrassed, but he kept up the work. Let's go, guys. So, after a while, this was my meal. I think it was quite okay, but my tummy hurt a little bit, and I was so annoyed because I couldn't sleep. I can never sleep in an airplane. How about you? So, anyway, you see Beijing here. That was crazy for me. It was so cool to see. It was very industrial, I think, but yeah, just really different in general. So, anyway, we landed in Beijing, and now it was time to say goodbye to my new friend I just made. So, I had to go to international transfer, and it was crazy. I think they did another security check. I was a little bit scared, and yeah, anyway, I made it through the border somehow, and this is Beijing Airport. What do you think? I think it was quite cute. Anyway, I met another German right away at this airport. He was on the way to South Korea as well, and it was his third time this year. So I was like, are you rich? How are you doing this? Anyway, I was looking at some newspaper, and we were waiting there for 3 hours to transfer to Seoul. And I actually took that newspaper because I thought it was so cool, and those people look so pretty. So I had to go to the bathroom, and the bathroom was another situation. So you see on this picture, that's not a normal toilet, right? It was so weird. So actually, you have to pee while standing, like on a man's bathroom. So here you see the airport in Beijing, and I think it was quite empty. Anyway, let's go to Seoul, guys. Are you excited? Because I am excited, but actually, I'm also super duper tired. Here you see Korean flag, so it's time. We're almost there. Look at this airplane. I think it was so cool, so chill, and also they played some music. But please, can you tell me what this is? I thought we're gonna die. They actually did some fresh air into the airplane, I think. But I have never seen it like this. You can see it. But I think they thought this girl is hungry, and they're actually quite right. So this was my food, and it was actually amazing. Like Beijing, what did you do? They had Korean food. I loved it. So yeah, that's so cool. And I had some fruits, and actually this is handmade bread. Is that bread though? I don't know. I'm German and I wouldn't consider it a bread. And what is this? I was so scared to drink. I was like, this is water? But why is it in this kind of packaging? And why does it look like pudding? So anyway, guys, we landed in South Korea. Wow! I was so excited. Look at this flag. I thought it was so cool. And here you see Incheon Airport. But sadly, this is where the problem began. So actually, I could not even find a taxi. No one was speaking English. How is this even possible? I don't understand at all. I was so struggling to go to my hotel, but my Korean friend helped me out somehow and called with the taxi driver. Yeah, so I made it to this hotel, but I was dead. And it is so hot. You cannot imagine. I think it was 31 degrees, and I thought I'm dying. And I was like questioning everything. Why am I here? What did I do? Why did I came by myself when I'm not even fluent in Korean? But the next day was better.
Hello from Korea. Ich bin da endlich. Ich sage euch, das war Todeskampf, hierher zu kommen.
Oh Gott, es ist so heiß
draußen, das kann man sich nicht vorstellen. Keine Ahnung, wie ich das überleben soll. Gestern war sowieso der stressigste Tag meines Lebens. Also ich bin gar nicht klargekommen. Es war erstmal so schwierig, ein Taxi zu finden, weil ich nicht bei Uber angemeldet war. Dann, keine Ahnung, haben wir nur Koreanisch geredet. Dann hat mein koreanischer Kumpel mit denen telefoniert und die konnten die Adresse nicht. Und ich war so fertig. Aber das Lustige, als ich in China war, saß ich da rum und mir haben einfach 2 Mädchen gewunken. So. Und ich habe so gedacht, okay, bin ich prominent? Vielen Dank. Na gut, ich gehe jetzt erstmal essen, es ist 8 Uhr und es gibt nur bis 9:30 Uhr Essen und hier sieht es aus wie the biggest mess ever. So, ich habe mich auf jeden Fall fertig gemacht und werde jetzt erstmal frühstücken gehen. Ich habe die ganze Zeit immer Angst, dass ich nicht on time bin, aber Checkout ist um 11 und jetzt ist es 8:20 Uhr. Let's go!
Look at my breakfast. Doesn't this look amazing? I think it is so different to what we usually eat in Germany. So I got a lot of warm things actually. It's more like brunch, I think. And look at this. They don't have knife. So this was the knife I had to put the butter on my bread with. That was so fun. And here I filmed the breakfast. You can see a lot of different things. It was actually quite good, but having fries for breakfast was so weird for me. But anyway, I tried not to stand out because I swear to God, I was the only Western person there. That was so weird. So after breakfast, I did another room tour for you. Look at the toilet. It was so different. It has so many buttons and actually it's heated when you sit on it. I love it. But the other buttons I didn't try out because actually it's like a little water jet which cleans your butthole, I guess, or any other thing. That's so weird. So I had to go up here to sleep. Yeah, I slept quite well last night after my flight and I think it looked so cool. So if I go down again, should be careful, I can see the beautiful city of Seoul. Just look at this, the water. You know, I love water, but I was dying. It is so hot still. So I think when you just been to Europe, you can't imagine this heat. You cannot compare to Spain or Portugal, never ever.
So, meine lieben Freunde, Sonne des Mondes, ich habe es geschafft. Tatsächlich. Hätte ich nicht gedacht. Aber ja. Ich habe noch meinen kleinen Cardigan drüber gezogen, damit mir nicht so kalt ist. Und auf jeden Fall ist echt ein bisschen strange, weil das Ding ist, es sprechen echt viel weniger Leute Englisch, als man denkt. Naja.
On the subway, I met the cutest girl ever. She gifted me this fan. How lovely. I had such a great experience. But guys, I tell you, before you come to Korea, please learn a little bit of Korean, especially reading, because everything is in Korean. So I'm on my way to Busan, Seoul Station to Busan, and my credit card didn't work. So what should I do, right? How am I getting a ticket? So, hallihallo, meine Lieben. Ich bin jetzt auf dem Weg nach Busan. Endlich. Ich sag euch, das ist todesstressig hier alles. Also wirklich. Aber die Leute sind wirklich richtig lieb. Und mir hat einfach einer ein Ticket bezahlt, weil meine Kreditkarte nicht ging. Und ich war nur so, nee, ich möchte das überweisen. Und er so, nee, alles gut, keine Zeit, ich muss los. Und ich habe mir gedacht, okay, was geht denn jetzt ab? Also richtig lieb. Also die helfen dir wirklich sehr. Ich bin sehr dankbar dafür. Weil ich bin maximal verloren, ehrlich gesagt, die ersten Tage. Naja, kann ja noch besser werden, ne? Und was mir noch einfällt ist, was ich auch krass finde, ist, hier sind wirklich 80-90% Asiaten. Also wirklich, ich habe halt gedacht mittlerweile, dass es mehr ausgeglichen ist, aber irgendwie bin ich die Einzige, die gefühlt hier blonde Haare hat. Naja, wie gesagt, ich bin richtig lost, meine Kreditkarte ging nicht. Aber naja, wir sind jetzt auf dem Weg und es ist noch eine Nacht im Hotel. Und die nächste Nacht kann ja dann noch besser werden.